I'm Beverly, and I'm just in the kitchen. We're preparing something to eat, and so I'm preparing some paleo fried green tomatoes. So I want to just tell you what I'm doing. All right, so here we have a batter that's about to come out. I think this one's done on this side, so you can see, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful batter. But I'll tell you about it in just a second. I'm gonna get another batch ready. I might have to add some oil in a minute because I'm getting low. And there. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I had a craving for some green tomatoes because every now and then I just really like fried green tomatoes. Of course, the traditional way of eating fried green tomatoes, paleo people cannot do because it uses cornmeal. So here's my version of fried green tomatoes. I came up with this recipe on my own. So we start with the green tomatoes so they're nice and firm. Okay, and then in this batter I have 1/2 cup of, this was 5 tomatoes I purchased, and I sliced off the tops and the bottoms real thin, and then I cut the tomatoes to be like a nice thickness, you know, to give it some depth. Okay, so in the batter I have 1/2 cup of of almond flour, 1/2 cup of tapioca flour, and 1/4 cup of coconut flour. Also in the mix is 1 teaspoon of sea salt and 1 teaspoon of paprika, all organic, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper. I beat 2 eggs. I mixed all my dry ingredients. Then I beat 2 eggs and added it to the flours. And then I added water. I can't tell you how much water I used because I just kept adding water until I got the right consistency. So you dip your eggs in the batter and then you shake off the excess and then you add it. Now this is already darkened because when you use nut flours, the oil browns quicker. But in this oil, this is a mix of olive oil and the organic palm shortening. Okay, olive oil helps to prevent it from browning super fast because when you just use regular palm shortening, the minute you add in the nut flours, especially the almond flour, it starts to brown it quicker. So I add in olive oil just to help it to not brown so fast, so I don't have to go through so much oil, you know, by changing the oils out. Okay, so here I'm just using these tongs to grip the tomatoes, and then you shake off the excess. You know, you want some of it on there, you want it nice and coated, but you shake off the excess, and then of course just drop it into the hot oil. So generally this has to like fry or about a couple of minutes per side, 2 to 3 minutes per side. You kind of know because you'll see the edges start to get golden. That's how I can tell when it's time to flip it. I see the edge get nice and golden, and then that's when I know when to turn it. So, you know, so that's what I'm doing. And my next batch, I'm probably going to change the oil out a little bit because I don't want my stuff too dark. So here, you know, here we go. This is what it looks like when they're done, and they are so delicious. So you don't have to add any more seasoning because the seasoning was added into the batter. So thank you for joining me. This is Cooking with the Credelles, and this was my version of the paleo fried green tomatoes. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.